Hello, it is week 5 and we are on Tuesday. And so today we're actually working on math lesson 146. And so today for this lesson, I want you to get out your math sheet, page 292. Page 292, you should see a bird on it and it looks kind of like that. Okay, 292. What this page is, it is a review for if we were in school, if we weren't having to be quarantined, we would be taking a standardized test this week actually. And so this page is set up kind of like what your standardized test will look like. This year, obviously we're not taking them, but you will take them next year. And so this test is just set up for basically practicing your testing skills. And so it's a good lesson. So we're not just going to skip it just because we're not doing testing this year. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through this page with you, and you need to make sure that you're listening to the directions, okay? And if you look at some of your choices on each row, some of your rows, like on row 9 and row 10, remember that NH, we talked about that a week ago. NH means not here. So let's say that you have to answer the problem and none of the answers are the right answer that you think. So you would bubble in NH, meaning not here, meaning that the correct answer, they didn't give it to you. Okay, we did that I think a couple weeks ago. So let's look at page 292. Let's look at number 1. Number 1, look at the number word. Mark under the box that has combinations that mean the same as the number word. Look at the number 1. I'll read it again. Look at the number word. Mark under the box that has combinations that mean the same as the number word. Number 2, remember you can always press pause and answer your question and then press play when you're ready. Number 2, continue the counting pattern. Mark under the correct answer. Number 2, continue the counting pattern and mark under the correct answer. Number 3, look at the number. Mark under the combination that means the same. Number 3, look at the number. Mark under the combination that means the same. Number 4, look at the place value card. Mark under the correct number. Number 4, look at the place value card. Mark under the correct number. Number 5, mark under the number with a 4 in the tens place. Mark under the number with a 4 in the tens place. Number 6, look at the combination to the left. Mark under the combination that means the same. Look at the combination to the left. Mark under the combination that means the same. Number 7, mark under the answer that is the estimated sum. Mark under the answer that is the estimated sum. Number 8, Marco and Sophia went fishing with their dad. Marco caught 6 fish and Sophia caught 7 fish. How many fish did the children catch all together? Mark under the correct combination. You're not answering the question. You're just finding the combination that you would use to answer it. Okay, I'll read it again. Marco and Sophia went fishing with their dad. Marco caught 6 fish and Sophia caught 7 fish. How many fish did the children catch all together? Mark under the correct combination. Number 9. Marco, Sophia, and Dad went fishing another day. Each one caught 2 fish. How many fish did they catch in all? Mark under the correct answer. If the answer is not on your paper, mark NH for not here. Question 9, I'll read it again. Marco, Sophia, and Dad went fishing another day. Each one caught 2 fish. How many fish did they catch in all? Mark under the correct answer. If the answer is not on your paper, mark NH for not here. Number 10. Mom bought 9 snack bars to give to Marco, Sophia, and Dad before their fishing trip. She gave each of them an equal number of snack bars. How many bars did each person get? Mark under the correct answer. If the answer is not on your paper, mark NH for not here. I'll do that one more time. Number 10. Mom bought 9 snack bars to give to Marco, Sophia, and Dad before their fishing trip. She gave each of them an equal number of snack bars. How many bars did each person get? Mark under the correct answer. If the answer is not on your paper, mark NH for not here. All right, we're going to go back and I'm actually going to give you the correct answer. So I'm going to give you a chance to, we'll talk through them and give you a chance to check your paper. Look at number 1. You had to mark under the box that has combinations that mean the same as the number word. So what does it mean that means the same? It means equal, right? So your number word is 9. So which box had combinations that equaled 9? You should have picked the second box. 6 plus 3 and 15 minus 6. If you get it right, put a check by it. If you get it wrong, circle it and go back and pick the right answer. Remember, this is just practice. Number 2, you were counting, continuing the pattern. So 75, 70, 65. You should have bubbled in 60 because they're counting by 5s. You should have bubbled in 60. Number 3, which combination? It says mark the combination that means the same. What was the same as 5,403? You should have bubbled in the first one, 5,000 plus 400 plus 3. Number 4, you should have bubbled in the third one, 503. 500s, 0 10s, and 3 1s. 503. Number 5, the directions were mark under the number with a 4 in the tens place. Okay, so remember when you're looking at place values, start on the right side, 1s, 10s, hundreds, thousands is how we got on this one. So which one had a 4 in the tens place? It would have been the second one. 7,348. You should have picked the second one. Number 6, look at the combination. Mark under the combination that means the same. So remember, that means equals. So which one is the same, has the same answer as 2 times 7? Well, we know that anytime we multiply a number times 2, we always double that number. So 7 times 2 would be 7 plus 7. So you should have bubbled in 7 plus 7. Number 7, you had to mark under the answer that is the estimated sum. Remember, when we estimate, we're rounding to the nearest 10. So let's round 15. Would it round up to 20 or down to 10? Well, it would round up to 20 because of that 5. And 41, would it round up to 50 or down to 40? Well, it would round down to 40. So 20 plus 40 is what? 60. You should have bubbled in 60 for number 7. Number 8, they gave you a word problem. Again, you didn't have to solve it. You just had to pick the combination you would use. You had Marco, Sophia, they went fishing with their dad. Marco caught 6 fish and Sophia caught 7. How many fish did the children catch all together? Remember, that's our key word. All together lets us know that we're finding the total, so we're going to add. So you should have bubbled in the third one, 6 plus 7. Number 9, Marco, Sophia, and Dad went fishing another day. Each one caught 2 fish. How many did they catch in all? Well, let's think about it. If you need to draw a little picture or draw circles, you can always do that in your empty space to the side. So if there were Marco, Sophia, and Dad, right? There were 3 people. And how many fish did they catch in each? They each caught 2. Okay, so you can go 2, 4, 6, or you can do 3 times 2, which would give you 2, 4, 6. So they caught 6 in all, and 2 plus 2 plus 2, but 6 is not an answer choice, so you should have filled in not here. And number 10, Mom bought 9 snack bars to give to Marco, Sophia, and Dad. She wanted them each to have an equal number. So there were 9 in all, and she wanted them each to have the same amount. So there were 9 snack bars and there were 3 people. So if we divide 9 divided by 3, each person would get 3. Each person would get 3. That one was a little bit tricky, but again, this is just for practice. Okay, for the rest of the lesson, you're going to flip-flop your page over and you're going to work on page 291 and you're going to complete that page. It's just some more review. Make sure you get a grown-up to check it for you, and I will see you back here tomorrow for math. All right, we are back for phonics. It is Tuesday, week 5 Tuesday, and we're on lesson 146. You need to make sure you have out 291 and 292, because that's what we're going to go over today. We are reviewing our adverbs, which we have talked about. So, but before we get started, I want to go ahead and do your dictation at the bottom, page 291. The first one, you're going to write the sentence that I call out. Okay, you ready? Can you play baseball? Can you play baseball? And the next one is, will you teach me how? Will you teach me how? So, can you play baseball? That is an asking sentence. So do you have a question mark at the end? And will you teach me how? Also a question. Do you have a question mark at the end? All right, look at the top. On number 1, you are going to rewrite the sentence and you're going to add an adverb that tells how the action of the verb was done. So let's look at number 1. Ava sang a song. Ava sang a song. How did Ava sing? You get to come up with your own adverb. So yours is going to be different than mine, okay? So everyone might have a different one, and that's okay. So Ava sang a song. They gave you an example. How did she sing a song? They gave you, Ava sang a song beautifully. How did she sing? Beautifully. Okay, you just add it in your sentence and rewrite your whole sentence. Look at the next one. Liam and John helped. Liam and John helped. Okay, how did they help? How did they help? Well, think about it. How can you help? Can you help kindly? Are you helping kindly at home today? Could you say Liam and John helped kindly? Yes. If you have a different one, you can put that in there. You can press pause and rewrite your sentence. Look at the next one. Mia rode her bike. Mia rode her bike. How did Mia ride her bike? Mia rode her bike quickly, or you could say Mia quickly rode her bike. You could put it in a different spot. It still answers the same thing. Did Mia ride her bike bravely? Maybe she just learned how to ride without training wheels, right? Mia bravely rode her bike. Okay, so you can change the position of the word, the adverb in the sentence. I'll let you come up with your own. Look at the next one. Our dog barked how? How did he bark? Our dog barked loudly. Our dog barked softly. I don't know many dogs that bark softly though. Our dog barked, I don't know, I can't think of another one. Annoyingly, noisily, okay. So lots of few different options there. Look at number 2. Read the sentences, underline the verbs 2 times and circle the adverbs. Draw a small arrow from the adverb to the verb it describes. So just like what we did yesterday. Christopher carefully carried Grandma's teacup. So you got to find your verb first. Where's our verb? Christopher carefully carried Grandma's teacup. What did Christopher do? He carried. So carried is our verb, so we're going to underline that one twice. Now, how did he carry it? He carried it how? Carefully. So you're going to circle carefully, and you're going to draw an arrow from carefully to carried because it tells how he carried it. Look at the next one. Grandma took the cup thankfully. Grandma took the cup thankfully. What's our verb there? Grandma took the cup thankfully. So your verb is took. That's what she did. Now, so we're going to underline it twice. Now, how did she take the cup? She took it thankfully. Okay. This time your adverb's not right next to your verb, and that's okay. So we're going to circle thankfully, and we're going to draw an arrow from thankfully to took because it answers how she took the cup. And look at the last one. Christopher and Grandma ate their blueberry muffins and tea happily. What are they doing in that sentence? They ate, so we're going to underline ate twice. Now, how did they eat? How did they eat? Which word tells how they ate? They ate it happily. So we're going to circle happily because happily is our adverb. And we're going to draw a line from happily all the way to ate. All right? Now, on number 3, it says write a verb to go with each adverb. So this time they gave you the adverb and you have to come up with the verb. So loudly. What is something you can do loudly? Talk loudly, walk loudly, read loudly, scream loudly. You come up with the action. Okay, gladly. Ooh, this is a good one. Did you, let's think. What is something you can do gladly? Helped gladly. You talked gladly. Maybe you, I don't know. What is something you can do gladly? Can you serve others gladly? That's what the Bible asks us to do, to serve gladly, right? So we can help others gladly. So there's one. All right, look about famously. Ooh, famously. What's something you can do famously? This one's tough, even for Miss Penny. You sang famously. Maybe you sang so good that it was like people remembered it, right? Maybe you remember, I don't know. That one's tough. If you come up with a good one, let me know. And the last one is kindly. What is something you could do kindly? Okay. Play kindly, right? Talk kindly. Speak kindly. All kinds of things we can do kindly. All right, on the back of that page, page 292, you're going to do that by yourself. Read your directions. It's just a review of your suffixes. Remember, that's what, and prefixes, what we can add to the beginning or the ending of a word, and it changes the meaning. And then also your antonyms. Remember, antonyms are words that are opposites. All right, so you have page 292 to do by yourself. Have a grown-up check it for you, and I will see you back tomorrow.